Shalom. I want to start off with giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahushua, Ba'ashim, Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of great milestone. Shalom to the elect. Hope this video will be edifying. And without further ado, let's get into it. Now, topic that I want to be talking about today, ISUPK, smoking weed. That's the title of this lesson. Question mark, smoking weed, question mark. Because, hey man, the brothers been making videos about this. Brothers from GMS been making videos about this. You know, about what members of the ISUPK is saying and doing. You see, showing on camera. Let's play the video and then see if this is that spirit that she's supposed to be in. Let's check it out.
Out here at the 52nd annual Lord's Passover, man. If you ain't in the ISUPK and you ain't smoking weed, I don't know what the fuck you doing with your life.
So at the Passover, you talking about smoking weed? You should.
Out here at the 52nd annual Lord's Passover, man. If you ain't in the ISUPK and you ain't smoking weed, I don't know what the fuck you doing with your life, man. You ain't smoking weed, I don't know what the fuck you doing with your life, man. You ain't smoking weed, you ain't smoking weed, you ain't smoking weed.
I'ma keep stepping in these joys to the increase. Just got off the phone with Jacob and he said it's time to shine. Certified, blue dot, put it on you, now you verified. One West world.
We're not going to talk about cheers this week. We're going to talk about is, can you have fun in the truth? A lot of times people outside of the truth, they think that being in the truth is not fun, right? And they think that they don't want to come in here because, we a bunch of stiffs, and it's not fun to be in here because, it's way far funner to be in the world, right? But what I wanted to do was I just wanted in this class just to go through some things, just some scriptures or whatever, just to bring out to show you that we can have fun in the truth, man. Last night, what we had? We had the Feast of First Fruits last night, and we got it on. We were drinking, brothers were chilling, sisters chilling, talking. We, at our high holy days, we got the music going. Pretty much the same thing that you would do in the world. You know what I'm saying? We just doing it with righteousness and decency. You know what I'm saying? When we do it, so.
Right, so that was it, man.
Blessed to see that.
You see, that was it. Now, the thing is, at the beginning, he said, if you ain't smoking weed, and then he was talking about fun and stuff like that. Another ISUPK member was talking about you can have fun in this truth and stuff like that. Well, it depends on what you consider as fun, or what do you consider as fun, because really there ain't nothing fun about well, there are things that are fun, yes, for sure, but there's nothing about what Yahushua had to go through fun. Because what do the disciples gotta do? Follow footsteps. This is what the scriptures say, man. Because what Yahushua had to go through, it wasn't fun. Yes, we are here upon earth. Yes, it's all about balance. The Most High ain't only gonna give you hell, he's gonna give you some joy as well. You see, it's all about a balance. But don't get it twisted to the point where you want to say, yeah, let's smoke weed, let's party and stuff like that. Nah, man, the Most High ain't down with that shit. Smoking weed, Come on, man. Now this First Peter chapter 2 and verse 21. For even hereunto were ye called, because Yahushua also suffered for us, leaving us an example that we should follow, that ye should follow his steps. You see? Gotta follow Yahushua's footsteps, man. We gotta follow Yahushua's footsteps, man. And one of the things that comes with following Yahweh Shai and following Yahushai footsteps is suffering, man. You see? Chastening of the Lord. You see? And these are all worldly things that these worldly niggas don't wanna basically lay off or cut off. These worldly niggas don't wanna cut these things off, man. Smoking weed, being in the house of mirth the whole time. They don't wanna cut this shit off, man. Yes, it's about balance, right? Concerning the house of mirth, yes, it's about balance. You can have joy. You can have what is it called? You can have like, for example, you go with brothers to you go pooling with brothers, do a fun activity or something. Yes, of course, that's it's all about balance, right? Here you have it. You had the job working 40 hours a week, and then you want to blow off some steam and chill with brothers. Hey, there's nothing wrong with that, man. But what's wrong is when people, not even just people like these ISUPK members, start talking about, you should be partying and smoking weed and stuff like that. Man, that's off, man. That's off as hell. It's off. All the way off, man. All the way off. They don't want to cut off these things that they did in the world, man. And that's why the Most High ain't dealing with y'all, man. Carnal ass Negroes showing their guns in clips and stuff like that. Not wise at all, man. You want to use Esau's blessing, want to use Esau's blessing, which is the gun, the modern day sword. To do what, basically, man? Why are you showing off guns, you dumbass? For what? You already know we're in this truth. You already know they're gonna demonize us. Why make yourself... Man, these people are... Anyway, jokes. Anyway, this 1 John chapter 2 and verse 15. Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him, you see? And clearly they still loving the world, because if they weren't, they would have cut off these kind of things, man. Partying the whole time and smoking weed, being carnal as hell. Those are all things of the world, man. Being carnal as hell too. For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh, and the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life, is not of the Father, but it is of the world. You see, it's of the world, man. It ain't of the Father. It ain't of the Most High Yahshua, man. This Titus 1:11, whose mouth must be actually, let's start at verse 10. Titus chapter 1 and verse 10. For there are many unruly and vain talkers and deceivers, especially they of the circumcision, whose mouths must be stopped, who subvert whole houses, teaching things which they ought not, for filthy lucre's sake, right? You teaching things that you ain't supposed to be teaching, man. For what? For personal gain? For money? Is it for money? Why you saying, oh yeah, if you ain't smoking weed, then what are you doing? Listen, man, acting like it's some kind of advertisement, man. Because they know, like, Jake loves smoking weed and stuff like that, man. Why? Like, come on, man. Promoting smoking weed and partying, those are two things that Jake does the most nowadays, man. And why do you want to promote such things? Well, obviously for money. Getting more views, getting more members into your thing. These people be doing it for filthy lucre's sake, man. Because if they weren't, then they would have known first and foremost that smoking weed is off. partying the whole time, like like they did in the time of Noah. It's off, man. You see, this Matthew chapter 7 and verse 13. Enter ye in at the straight gate, for wide is the gate, and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction, and many there be which go in therein. Because straight is the gate, and narrow is the way which leadeth unto life, and few there be that find it. A lot of people are going to die, man, because they're living the way that they're living now. You know, wide is the gate, and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction. You see, it's a big path, man. You see, because straight is the gate, and narrow is the way which leadeth unto life. The way that leads unto life is narrow, man. Only a few people go through it, you know, walk through it and make it, man. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 7 and verse 4. The heart of the wise is in the house of mourning, but the heart of fools is in the house of mirth. You see, it is better to hear the rebuke of the wise than for a man to hear the song of fools. For as the crackling of thorns that was it actually. You know, it is better to hear the rebuke of the wise than for a man to hear the song of fools. You know, the heart of the wise is in the house of mourning. You see? Oh yeah. Actually, let's start at first. Yeah, we already read verse 2, so let's just start at first. Yeah, let's do verse 2. Ecclesiastes chapter 7 and verse 2. It is better to go to the house of mourning than to go to the house of feasting, for that is the end of all men, and the living will lay it to his heart. Sorrow is better than laughter, for by sadness of the countenance the heart is made better. Right? It's better to be in the house of mourning, man. Yes, of course, it's all about balance, but still, it's better to be in the house of mourning than to be feasting the whole time, man. Like these dudes are promoting. You know, like it's man, that is not that is not the one, man. You know, if you still smoking weed, meanwhile you know about the Most High YASHAMIAHLA, pray for that spirit to go away, man. You know, that smoking demon, pray for it to go away, man, because hey, that's not of the Most High, man. You know, this second Timothy chapter 3 and verse 1. This know also that in the last days, perilous times shall come. For men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy. You see, they're gonna be lovers of themselves, man. They're gonna go after their own lust, like jump into verse 4. Traitors, heady, high-minded, lovers of pleasure more than lovers of the Most High YASHAMIAHLA, right? You do what you want to do more than what the Most High requires you to do. You see? They rather go smoking weed but still be in the truth. It doesn't work like that, man. Pick one. You cannot serve God and mammon. You cannot serve two masters, man. As the scriptures say, you cannot serve two masters. This Matthew chapter 6 and verse 24. No man can serve two masters, for either he will hate the one and love the other, or else he will hold to the one and despise the other. Ye cannot serve Yahweh and Mammon, you see? So you gotta choose. Are you gonna be a demon and smoke weed and be in the world? Then that's your ass. Then you basically worshiping Satan. If you stop smoking weed, you actually become disciplined, listen to trying to keep the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of your ability, then you're following YASHAMIAHLA in truth and sincerity. You see? So pick a choice. Make a choice. You cannot serve two masters, man. You cannot smoke weed, be in the house of feasting the whole time, and then also
talk about this, you know.
It doesn't work like that, man. Be in the truth. Also, it doesn't work like that. And you see? So, yeah, man. Just a video that I wanted to make. Hope it was edifying. Slakia for the yawning, man. It's very late here, so I'm gonna go to bed. But before I went to bed, I wanted to make a video real quick because I felt like shit, man, not making any videos, you see. And hey, I can make another topic talking about that, man, because hey, you should feel like shit if you ain't making videos, man. You should have that guilt kind of feeling, man. You know, always wanting more out of yourself. Always wanting better out of yourself, not in a destructive manner or this destructive way, but always on a self-improvement kind of tip. You see. Now anyway, I want to give all praise and honor to YASHAMIAHLA, YASHAMIAHLA. The bounds to the elders and apostles of great millstone. Shalom to the hope for hope this video was edifying and shalom.